Now at 5 a.m. on WKYT this morning, we will have the latest as the man who is accused in a fire in Winchester is due in court later today. Also this morning on WKYT, helping a fellow firefighter. Some local firefighters are helping out a Lexington firefighter who has been diagnosed with cancer. And the Kentucky Wildcats heading to Iowa to start the NCAA tournament. Some tips if you plan on following the Cats out west. That and more ahead on WKYT this morning.
This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning. It's so good to have you with us on WKYT on this Monday. Now we are on Eastern Daylight Savings Time. Hopefully you have adjusted. It'll take a day or two to get used to it, of course. And we have a lot of news for you this morning, including the Kentucky Wildcats on the march and winning the big SEC tournament. We also have weather for you this morning. Let's check in with WKYT meteorologist Micah Harris. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, it might take me about a month or two to get used to this. Trying to go to bed before the sun sets now. It's just a little weird, but outside right now, Defender Radar Network. Things look great. We do have some storms back toward the west. It's heading our direction in the 50s at the moment. So as you're stepping out the door, it actually feels really nice. We get into your afternoon, 68 degrees. A few storms in the forecast. Could we be looking at any of these becoming severe? The answer is yes, but not for everybody. I'll show you the best area that has that chance coming up in just about 10 minutes.
Micah, we'll see you then. In the news, the man who was arrested in connection with a deadly apartment fire in Winchester is expected to be in court this morning. Jackie Heisel Jr. has been charged with manslaughter in the case, and he's currently in jail on $1 million bond. WKYT's Mark Barber is live in Clark County with more on this case.
Good morning, Bill. That's exactly right. This man who is charged with second-degree manslaughter in connection to this deadly fire that killed his son and 2 other people is scheduled to make his first appearance in court today. Now, until he stands before a judge for his arraignment, he's being held in the Clark County Detention Center on a $1 million cash bond. Now, he was arrested, Jackie Heisel was, on Friday after several neighbors accused him of starting the fatal fire by smoking near his oxygen tank. Now, the cause of the fire is still under investigation. The fire started in an apartment building on Spring Miss Lane around 1:30 Friday morning. By the time the flames were knocked down, the fire had destroyed 10 apartments, killed 3 people, and injured 6 others. In this small community, the deaths of Dixie Everman, Tina Reynolds, and Donald Heisel have hit hard. Those who want to help can donate toys, toiletries, food, and clothes to those affected by the fire at Eastside Baptist Church from 9 this morning until 3 this afternoon. In the meantime, fire investigators are planning to return to that burned apartment building where they say they are going to continue investigating this fire, trying to determine what sparked this tragedy. Live in Winchester, Mark Barber, WKYT.
All right, Mark, thank you very much. Well, other news now. The Kentucky Wildcats are 29-time SEC tournament champions, but now they're looking ahead to the NCAA tournament. UK is a 4 seed in the tournament. The Cats will head to Des Moines, Iowa to face the 13-seed Stony Brook in the opening round. They have a late tip-off on Thursday night just before 10 o'clock. You can watch the game live right here on WKYT. And Big Blue Nation always, of course, travels as well. It's a tradition for UK fans, and fans are sure to follow the Cats out to Iowa. But where do you start looking for tickets? How do you arrange travel? WKYT's Mike Byer is live this morning with more information on purchasing those tickets. Good morning, Mike.
We have that info for you right now. And with the Wildcats winning the SEC tournament and perhaps playing their best basketball of the season right now, many fans are looking to make the trip to Des Moines, Iowa this week to see them in the NCAA tourney. Now, if you're looking to go, here's what you need to know. First of all, as Bill mentioned, the Wildcats tip off on Thursday evening at 8:40. They will play the 13-seeded Stony Brook. Now, unfortunately, the tournament at Wells Fargo Arena is sold out, but some tickets are still available through secondary markets. The one officials recommend you use is NCAA Ticket Exchange. As of this morning, tickets for all sessions were still available, but they will cost you a few bucks, I'm not going to lie. Now, officials say more tickets are expected to be released this week. Each school has about 2 days to sell the tickets they were given. All unsold tickets will then become available, but first to people on the Iowa Events Center waiting list. Any leftovers will then be made available at the Wells Fargo Arena box office and also at high-vtix.com. Now, if you already have your ticket and will be making the trip to Des Moines to see the Wildcats on Thursday and perhaps Saturday, the city of Des Moines is well prepared for visiting fans. They have plenty in store for you to do. I'll share all of that with you coming up at 5:30. Live in Lexington, Mike Byer, WKYT.
All right, Mike, thank you. And you can follow the Wildcats through their march through March on our website at WKYT.com or download the WKYT News app and never miss a score. It's available for you free in the app or Google Play stores. Other news now, firefighters in Nicholasville are helping out a fellow first responder in Lexington. They're selling T-shirts to raise money for Matt Logsdon, who doctors recently say was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. Selling shirts is a St. Patrick's Day tradition for the chapter. The shirts have Brothers in Battle printed on the back. One firefighter tells us they already have a list of orders.
We do around 50 shirts. So far, we're well over 250 on pre-order. We've got shirts going to New York, California, Arizona, Missouri, Tennessee, Florida.
Nicholasville firefighters will cook up an Irish breakfast on St. Patrick's Day morning, serve it up at the break room in Lexington starting at 9 o'clock on Thursday morning. Every dollar they raise will go to help Logsdon and his family. In Laurel County, deputies have arrested a man accused of breaking into a home and a church van. Deputies arrested Douglas Bailey yesterday morning near Carmichael Church off of Old Kentucky 30. Deputies were checking out a call about a burglary at a home near the church when they spotted Bailey. They say Bailey cut wires to an electrical box while trying to get into the church. Firefighters say lightning caused a gas leak in Lexington. It forced several people to have to evacuate their homes. Firefighters say lightning either hit a tree or the ground late Saturday night on Tanbark Road off Man of War. That strike caused a natural gas leak as well. Nearly 10 homes had to be evacuated, and Kentucky Utilities shut off power to those homes. Crews also shut off the gas service to 4 of the homes. Columbia Gas says 2 will need new service lines.
It's very comforting to know the safety and well-being of the neighborhood is being taken care of.
Crews had to close Tanbark Road for several hours. It is back open now, and all families are back in their homes. We have a scam warning this morning for people living in Laurel County. Deputies there say several phone scams are going on around the county. They tell us that many people in London have gotten calls from someone pretending to be with the IRS and threatening legal action if the victim does not send money. One man said he received a call from someone posing as an immigration officer.
You may have to pay certain amount. If you don't do that, I'm going to send the cops to your door right away, and you'll be deported from here.
Deputies say another scammer is telling people there is a virus on their computer and that the caller needs personal information in order to fix it. Deputies say the numbers they have tracked are coming from out of the country. Northern Kentucky in Boone County, police are searching for a man who they say stole from a Purple Heart recipient. Brandon Bailey was badly hurt in an explosion in Afghanistan. His doctor said he would never walk again, but he was very determined to walk and to ride his Harley-Davidson motorcycle. This surveillance video shows the moment someone stole the custom bike. Bailey says riding his bike is his release.
That's my release. You have guys that go to war and they do things a human shouldn't do. They see things humans shouldn't see. So you need that release or you're going to explode or implode.
Bailey retired from the Marine Corps in 2012. Bailey is working with Florence Police to try to find his bike. Right now they say they have very few leads. The time this morning is 5:09. Good to have you with us on your Monday, and WKYT this morning is just getting started. We have a lot more to tell you about. One luxury brand says it is going to embed computer chips into many of its products to prevent knockoffs. We'll have that story and more coming up on WKYT this morning.
Really good looking start to the day, but if we look west, there is that complex heading our direction. We're going to show you when you can expect this coming up in just a few minutes.
Now, your zone-by-zone forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris.
We have some storms well back toward the west. It's not really affecting us all that much. And look, once it continues to make its way northbound, it actually rolls through more than Louisville as opposed to Lexington. So if you're looking back west of Lexington, that is your best bet. 127 corridor, maybe 68, BG Parkway, 64 from Lexington to Louisville, that's your best opportunity to maybe get clipped by a couple of showers, a couple of rumbles of thunder before that noontime hour. So there's not much with this that's going to affect our region. However, that will spark some more later on this afternoon. Here's the look across the region temperature-wise in the 50s. It does look like we have some patchy, dense fog, so just keep that in mind as you're traveling. 50 degrees there in Danville, 150, and you can work your way up 127 up toward Frankfort, looking good at about 56 degrees. Moorhead, down toward Jackson, Frenchburg, West Liberty. We're all doing fine this morning in the 50s, but don't forget, a little patchy, dense fog. So if we're looking for the best rain chance, the best rain chance is going to fall anywhere from 1 p.m. to about 6 p.m. That's your best bet of actually seeing these storms roll on through. And the storm chances lie mainly east along 75 in the eastbound. So you go, say, from Covington to Lexington down to maybe even Williamsburg. Go back toward the east of that, back toward West Virginia, and those are the areas that have the best opportunity to see those storms roll on through. And it's outlined by the Storm Prediction Center. As you can see, a marginal risk, marginal being the smallest risk that we actually have given by the Storm Prediction Center out of Norman, Oklahoma. So there is a chance, but it's very, very low and very unlikely that we actually see a severe storm out of this. Nonetheless, some of these that will roll over your house will be very strong. Talking about a lot of lightning and also very heavy downpours as they do pass on by. So that will be anywhere from 1 to 5 p.m. That's your best bet at actually seeing those spark up. 7-day forecast we get into tomorrow, and tomorrow most of your day is going to be beautiful. I mean, when I say most of your day, I would say probably 20 hours out of the 24 hours tomorrow will be fantastic weather. You're talking 73 for a high, daylight hours are dry. We get off into the night, that's when that 30% chance of rain comes into play. And it's not just showers. We're talking about the possibility of some thunderstorms too, so it could be a long night for some of us, especially northbound. Northern Kentucky is the best bet to actually see some of those storms roll on through. Wednesday and Thursday, relatively low chances of rain. Then we hit the weekend. The weekend's going to be interesting. I was just putting on Twitter, Micah Harris WX, you can follow me on there, that we could possibly push out some flakes there on Sunday this coming weekend. Now, obviously, it is a long ways away. A pretty big system's going to be rolling through, a lot of moisture with it. But it all depends on how cold that air can get on the first day of spring.
I was going to say, strangely.
Yeah, right. Perfect, right?
We're supposed to be rolling into spring, and then we have a little more winter, but then we've had some spring in winter.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. It's give and take, right?
We're a little ahead of the game. All right, Micah, thank you. It's 5:15 right now, and still plenty of news coming up on WKYT this morning as you get your new week off and rolling. And in just a moment, we'll take a look at your money.
Which automaker is speeding up efforts to create driverless cars, and the novel way one luxury brand is trying to stop counterfeits. I'm Karina Mitchell, and I'll have those stories coming up in your CBS Money Watch report.
Good morning. Welcome back into WKYT this morning. On your Monday, computer chips to prevent knockoffs, and another major automaker is going to start making self-driving cars. Karina Mitchell has the latest on some interesting technology and your money.
Investors will wait to see if U.S. stocks continue their rally. On Friday, the Dow gained 218 points, while the Nasdaq added 86. Luxury brand Salvatore Ferragamo says it's embedding microchips in its bags and shoes in order to step up efforts to prevent knockoffs. The company says it's been inserting the tags in the left sole of most of its women's shoes since 2014 and has now added the microchips to its men's shoes, as well as women's leather goods and luggage. More than $17 million worth of bogus Ferragamo products were seized in China last year. And General Motors is joining the race to develop self-driving vehicles. The Detroit automaker has purchased Cruise Automation, a software company that's been testing autonomous cars on the streets of San Francisco. And while some employers frown on lost productivity during March Madness, Warren Buffett isn't one of them. He's offering his employees a chance to win $1 million a year for life in what he calls the ultimate office bracket contest. He's also offering $100,000 to the person who picks the most consecutive games correctly. To win, however, they have to make it to the Sweet 16. And that's your Money Watch. For more, log on to CBSMoneyWatch.com. In New York, I'm Karina Mitchell.
All right, good to have you along Monday morning on WKYT. There's so much more news on the way. And yes, it was a big weekend in sports for Kentucky Wildcat fans. We'll take a look on the way next.
The Wildcats win the SEC title on Sunday and learn their path to number 9. John Calipari thinks his team got a questionable seed. We hear from him next in sports.
Pretty calm and quiet this morning. Fog is going to be our main issue. It's not very widespread, but you're going to get some patchy, dense fog here and there. Temperatures feel really nice. We're in the 50s out and about. A couple of 40s down far southern half of our viewing area. Coming out 56 in Frankfort, 52 now in the Harrodsburg region. So pretty nice morning, right? Then we hit 10, 11 a.m. I believe that's the only time that we could actually see a couple of showers, a couple of rumbles, thunder for west of I-75, so west of Lexington. And that goes for northwest, too, across I-71. But for the most part, it's going to be afternoon that we see some of these really spark up. You get showers, and you'll also get some thunderstorms out of this. Now, most of these just going to be your run-of-the-mill thunderstorms that you get a lot of lightning and also some heavy downpours. But we could even see the isolated, very isolated stray chance of a severe storm. So we're going to get into that in your full forecast in just a few minutes. First, see what's going on in sports.
Well, no surprise, the Wildcats are NCAA tournament bound. What was a little bit surprising was the Wildcats were a 4 seed after winning the SEC championship on Sunday. Kentucky opens play at the Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines, Iowa. Here it's beautiful this time of year, taking on the Seawolves of Stony Brook, and they'll play Thursday night. It is a late one, so you want to get a nap before this game because you're going to be up for a while. A 9:45 tip thereabouts, but you can see the game right here on WKYT. And as always, the players gathered at the home of their head coach, John Calipari, after returning from Nashville on Sunday afternoon. Media members invited as well. And as you can see, well, the reactions on the players, well, to say the least, a bit underwhelming. Although you couldn't blame them. They're a little bit tired, of course, after the victory in Nashville earlier on Sunday. Their coach didn't like the draw, but knows there's nothing he can do about it.
But that's how it is. It's every year the same. And you look at some other teams, they got a great path, and we got this. You know, I bet you they'll try to switch over, put the Warriors in there. I don't know if they can make a late call, but we're playing. Let's show up. Where is it? Where are we playing? I thought it was Anchorage.
I really don't know how all that stuff works, you know, but it is what it is, you know. We got to play all these games anyway, so let's get them out the way.
We've been battle tested like this before, where we had to have a quick turnaround, and we've had this multiple times in the season, so I think we'll be ready and totally fine with it.
We mentioned the SEC championship game. Let's look at the highlights of that one. Earlier on Sunday, Kentucky playing for a 29th SEC title game against Texas A&M. Second half, Tyler Ulis knocks down the 3. Wildcats were up 2, and the fans are going crazy. Under a minute left, Aggies down 2. Daniel House, he was huge for the Aggies. Drives in, hits the shot, ties the game at 71. Kentucky would have a shot to win the game in regulation. Ulis gets the shot off, but can't get it to drop. We're going to overtime. In OT, Ulis. Look at that nice little move. That'll make Steph Curry jealous. 3-pointer to put the Wildcats out in front. John Calipari saying his prayers. Under 2 minutes to play. House. Who else? Ties it again with a 3-pointer. Both teams knotted at 75. 1 minute left to play. Derek Willis. What a big shot that was to put the Cats in front for good. 78-75. Then with under 20 seconds to play, the big blue arrow seals it himself. That's Murray. Knocks down the 3-pointer, and that'll do it. Kentucky wins the SEC championship game 82-77 behind 30 points from Tyler Ulis. But of course, all the chatter about the seeding of the NCAA tournament will be that Kentucky was a 4 seed with a 26-8 record. Texas A&M, who they beat in the championship on Sunday, a 3 seed with a 26-8 overall record. But hey, it's a tournament. The Wildcats have to go and play the games, and that's what John Calipari's team is ready to do. That'll do it for your morning sports. Have a great day.